Hey everyone, it's Shenanigans here with another Let's Play, and today I'm going to be playing Fast Racing Neo. It's a new game that I picked up, well, okay, it's new to me, but it's a game that I picked up just recently off the Nintendo eShop after the release of the new My Nintendo program. I had some extra credits kind of sitting around on my account, and I thought, well, why not get an extra game, something kind of fun to play. I know I haven't finished my Let's Plays of Mario Kart yet, but that will be coming soon, but I thought I'd show off this game because honestly, it really is a lot of fun. I've already unlocked a few of the extra cars, I guess, is what you would call them. Now, for anybody who hasn't seen this game, this is kind of like F-Zero to a certain degree. It's fast, it's really quick-paced, it has, hair trigger steering on it. But one interesting thing is that it has phases. You have a red phase and a blue phase. And there's these markings on the track that as you're going through, you can switch your phase, and if you hit those little pads while you're that matching color, you'll get a speed boost or you'll get a jump. There's a lot of extra things. I will warn you, I am not terribly good at this game. I know that I'm not, but I will do my best to try to get through and hopefully get a decent ranking. Now, one other reason that I really wanted to do this episode today is because I also did really want to talk about the new My Nintendo program, which just released, I believe it was just last week. And I just wanted to bring it up because, honestly, it's nice to see that Nintendo's put together another program that's kind of like Club Nintendo again, so that people are getting rewarded for their purchasing, and so that, it feels like you really are part of a club again. Now, admittedly, one thing that I don't particularly like about it is it seems like a lot of their awards this time, rather than there being games and stuff, and there's not a lot of really physical merchandise. There's a lot of like themes for the 3DS. There's discounts for games, which I think is kind of nice to a certain degree. I don't know. It's just kind of an interesting program now, and it's now tied into the new Miitomo app, which, if you've been watching my Yoshi's Woolly World episodes recently, or depends on when this video is going to be released, it could release before, I have told people that if you really want to join me on Miitomo, please feel free to go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and I'll be happy to add people as I can on Miitomo, depending on how many people are actually wanting to add me. I know that that's one big reason that a lot of YouTubers, they'd love to be friends with all of their fans, but at the same time, I know that it could be really difficult considering how many people some YouTubers have watching them. I don't really particularly have a lot of people following me, but, as the fan base grows, I certainly hope to have more of you on there. Yeah, like I said, this is definitely a fast-paced racing game. I really was not expecting it to be as difficult as it was. The first time I did this, I crashed multiple times throughout the first couple of races. You'll notice I almost never use my boosts. At least not until the final lap, really. I think we're still even on the third lap now, or getting in. Yeah, this is the final lap now. Now, I have had a little bit of practice at this, so I mean, it's not as difficult to control. Plus, I really like this particular car. Alright. Gotten a little bit better at doing this. The first time I raced through, I actually didn't even place in the top couple of places, truthfully. I don't know what it is that I keep hitting there, too. I keep hitting something. This can be a very frustrating game to play, too. As you can probably see. There we go. Yeah, see, I carried first place for quite a while, but they can get you really quickly. The AI in this game is not stupid. It's really good in this game. All right. But yeah, I really do like the new My Nintendo, which is primarily one of the big reasons that I actually wanted to do this episode, is because it just came out recently. I did want to talk about it. I didn't try to ignore it in my Yoshi's Woolly World videos, but my commentary in that, gets a little strained just because, quite honestly, I'm trying to, trying to keep from dying a lot. Yoshi's Woolly World does seem like a fairly easy game to a lot of people. In some cases, I mean, it is pretty simple, but it can be difficult. It does have its difficult moments. But as I was saying, this episode is primarily mostly about the new My Nintendo program, which I've been really looking forward to. I was saving credits on my Nintendo account so that way I could actually play through and get a couple of games, maybe get rewarded a little bit for it, which thankfully, I mean, the rewards, I feel like there could be more downloadable games as options. I mean, thankfully, not like Grill Off with Ultra Hand, because, please, really, that was honestly just not a good reward for the previous Club Nintendo program. But I don't know. I do like the idea, at least, that there are coupons. Right now, I think there's coupons for Majora's Mask for 3DS. There's coupons for Yoshi's Woolly World is one of the ones that's on there. And you don't even have to use your gold coins to do it, which is one of the weird things that most people probably aren't really used to yet. There's actually 3 types of currency in the new My Club Nintendo, or the new My Nintendo. I shouldn't say Club Nintendo. But there's 3 types of currency. You have Miitomo currency, which you actually use for the Miitomo app itself. You have the... Let's see, what's the other one? You have Platinum points, which are used for things like... I didn't mean to do that. The Platinum currency, which is used for some of the more basic awards. And then Gold ones, which you can use to get some downloadable games. I know that there's a Wario Touch game, which I don't know why anybody would want that, because I wouldn't want to touch Wario myself. That's kind of great. But there's the Wario Touch game, there's Super Mario 64, there's a Donkey Kong Country Returns is on there, which actually looks like an interesting game. Admittedly, I've never played it. I think I played a little bit of Tropical Freeze, but I actually was a little bit turned off by the idea that if you could not complete a level, it kind of just played through the level for you. And I just was not a huge fan of that, to be 100% honest. I don't mind making things a little bit easy for people, but when the game literally plays through for you, it's just, I don't know, there's something about that bothers me. And I am by no means an elitist when it comes to gaming. I mean, there are some games out there that, yeah, I believe are really, really difficult, and I can understand that. So I don't really blame people for wanting to make it a little easier on themselves. Wow, I actually took first place in that one. Nice. Doing a lot better in this than I did on my last couple of run-throughs of this. This is the 3rd time I've played through this cup. So I'm glad to see that it's getting, a little bit better. There we are. Cool. This is very much like Mario Kart, where you do have four tracks per cup. And this one is one that I'm really just terrible at, so do not be surprised if I die. I will say that I absolutely love the graphics in the game, though, and I like the extra ambience, the whales and different things, the way things move in this game. I'm sorry, I wish I could remember the name of the company that made this game in particular, but they did a fantastic job putting it together, so applause to you guys for putting this game in place and getting it on the eShop. I mean, I've been waiting for an F-Zero fix for a while. Anybody who knows me knows that I love the F-Zero series, and I actually did pretty well at playing F-Zero G. I think it was GT or GX. GT, I think, is the one that was. And I really liked playing through it, and I was really sad when Nintendo did not have a an F-Zero racing game for the Wii U. Especially since, I mean, the graphic capabilities of the Wii U are really pretty good, actually. So, I mean, there's no reason there shouldn't have been an F-Zero. But unfortunately, there was not, so For right now, I've got this one until either an F-Zero comes out or until they, announce that, hey, we're just going to make this the new F-Zero. I'd like to say that I'm doing a little bit better than I was previously, but to be 100% honest, I really don't want to jinx myself. Trying. There we go. You'll notice I am playing by myself. That is because Kat actually is not a huge fan of the F-Zero series. And honestly, she just really didn't want to play this type of a game with me. Mario Kart would be one thing, but trying to play an F-Zero game, especially when the controls are really, really tight, it's more annoying and frustrating for her than anything else, and I would never want to ask her to play a frustrating game with me. Because, it's no fun. If you're not having fun playing the game, then you really just shouldn't be playing it. If a game's just not your type. It's funny, I've had friends who told me, hey, you need to try this game, or you need to try this. And, if I really don't like it, I just really don't like it. And I wouldn't expect to have any of my friends play a game that they didn't like, and I'm not going to play a game that I'm not going to like, and I wouldn't ask Kat to do that either. Okay, see, well, didn't do as well as I was hoping. I mean, I did crash the one time, but that's okay. Still managed to get through. At least it's not like F-Zero, where if you fly off the track, you're just done. I will give them that. That is definitely fantastic. So a little more forgiving than F-Zero. Hey, and I still kept first for points, so not bad. Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe, and I'll get through this one without too much trouble. This was actually the first one I think I got first place on, and I did it first try. It reminds me very much of Mute City, to a certain degree, from F-Zero. Yeah, sorry to dodge back and forth between subjects here. If you guys have opinions on the new My Nintendo website, or if you've got information on Miitomo that you guys want to share with each other, please add it into the comments. I am happy to have discussion here about that, and what you guys think of the new rewards programs and how the rewards are working out for you. I really want to know more. I have very much been looking forward to it ever since Club Nintendo closed down. I have very much been looking forward to a replacement for it, and for Nintendo kind of to give their fans a little bit more love. I'm also interested to hear a lot more about the new Nintendo NX system. There's been a lot of rumor mills going on about that recently, about what the controller is going to look like, just anything you can imagine, stating that it's going to come out before the end of the year, things like that, which, I don't know, I'd be really surprised if it came out before the end of the year. I'm not going to say it won't, because, I'm not a game theorist, and I'm not going to pretend that I have any inside information whatsoever about what Nintendo's got going on, because quite frankly, I don't, and I don't follow the news that often, or that much, I should say. Would I necessarily be sad if they brought out the NX this year? Not necessarily, except for the fact that I probably wouldn't be able to afford one right out the gate, and, I really would like to go ahead and kind of keep up on the new consoles and kind of get a good idea of, kind of stay ahead of the curve, so that when I'm playing games, I'm playing newer games for you guys. I don't necessarily just want to play older games. I do like playing older games, so and I will continue to do them if that's what people want to see, but at the same time, I would like to be able to play something kind of new for people, and if getting an NX is going to help me do that, well, then I certainly will do that for people. My family likes to say that I just like to get the newest of everything. I have a Samsung phone, and I usually upgrade my phones once a year, but it's not entirely true. I don't always have to have the newest, and it really is going to depend a lot on the NX. My understanding is it's supposed to be I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but my understanding was it's supposed to be like a dongle of some sort or something. I don't know. I hope it's an actual full console. You know, that term of slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes it works. Okay, if I remember right, the next phase that comes up is, yep. You can see it. I like to watch the track way ahead of myself. Yep, there we go. We still got second place. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think that'll still leave me in first for points. I think? Maybe? Well, we'll see here. Yeah, certainly looks like it. Definitely looks like it. We got first place. Awesome! I'll show you guys a little award ceremony. See, very, very F-Zero-esque. I mean, if you've played F-Zero before, I mean, that's very much F-Zero. Awesome, which is great because I placed third the last time that I did this. And the first time I placed fourth. Alright, well that's going to wrap up this video here. If you like these videos, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you guys want to see more of this game, I mean, by all means, I'm happy to play them for you. I'm happy to play against people too. So this does have an online feature. So if there's some way that you want to go ahead and try and race against me, I'm happy to do that. But for now, we're going to end this video off, and I hope to see you guys soon. Hope to see you guys checking out the new Miitomo app and the new My Nintendo. If you haven't seen them yet, please go check those out. They're awesome to work with. And I hope to see you guys again real soon here. Have a great one.